Hi, this is Kyle from Hat Local SEO, and in this video today, we're going to go over a website audit for an orthodontist with 2 different locations in Charlotte who simply cannot get rankings for his GBP in the map pack. We're going to go over exactly why this is happening, where their current SEO agency is fucking up, and what they can do better to get more phone calls to their GBPs. But before we do that, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment if you think I'm full of shit. I really don't care. Maybe leave a question if you have any questions, or if you want me to make a specific video. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But let's get to it. So this is Webb Orthodontics.com, which is actually called Webb Goldsmith Orthodontics. And they have 2 different locations in Charlotte. One, wherever this one is, and then wherever this is. So, 2 different locations, awesome, perfect. They got more GBPs, they're covering more ground. It means they should be ranking a lot better and getting tons of calls for their GBP, right? Fucking wrong. Look at this shit. Look at this. So this is for their Springbank Lane location. Look at this. Orthodontist near me, their main keyword, where they're, where they make their money. Look at this. They're ranking the map pack right around where they are. And then fucking nothing. Look at that. They're invisible once you get more than a mile or 2 away. For braces near me, pretty much the same thing. For Invisalign near me, pretty much the same thing as well. The only difference is if you go to, if you use the exact keyword, Invisalign Charlotte, look at that. Braces Charlotte, yeah, that's not that great. Invisalign Charlotte, yeah, same thing there. And if we go to their other location, look at this, same thing. Invisalign near me, fucking nowhere. Braces near me, fucking nowhere. Orthodontist near me, yeah, maybe a little bit better. But what the problem here is that people do not search for orthodontist in Charlotte, braces in Charlotte, Invisalign in Charlotte, at least not to the same degree that they will search for just Invisalign near me or orthodontist near me, or simply just Invisalign or orthodontist, right? So when you're doing your SEO, or if you've hired an SEO agency, make sure they are targeting these near me keywords, not keywords with a city appended to the end of it or the city plus state appended to the end of that keyword, because people don't search for that nearly as much as they do for just the keyword itself, the service itself, or the service near me. That's really where all the money is, right? Not something in Charlotte, not something in fucking Wilmington or whatever. They just want somebody who is close to them. So either they're going to append near me to the end of their service, or it's going to be an implied near me. And Google knows that when they are returning the results. So, if you just search for the keyword orthodontist, you're going to get a map pack around you, right? Like, let's look at this. Let's do valentin.app. Let's go to Charlotte, North Carolina. We're just going to keep search for the keyword orthodontist. And look at this, orthodontist. Boom, here is the map pack. Because even though we didn't specifically say near me or Charlotte, Google knows that if somebody's searching for orthodontist, they're probably looking for an orthodontist near them, because people aren't going to be driving, aren't going to be driving very far to go look for an orthodontist. So this is something that I see a lot, to where if people are doing their own SEO, or they've hired an SEO agency, then they mistakenly try to rank for the keyword plus a city, which is the complete wrong thing to do, because nobody searches for that. Everybody searches for a keyword near me, right? So they're losing a ton of potential calls here, because, like I said, they cannot rank for anything with the implied near me keyword. So there's one big thing that is holding them back here, and that is how they set up their GBPs, how they set up their Google business profiles. So like I said, if you go to the homepage of their site, it has both of these GBPs on here. Cool. Yeah, might help somebody who's coming in here from the homepage, somebody who's doing a branded search. But you know what you don't see here? You don't see a locations page, right? One thing that people don't understand is that whatever page that your GBP is ranking to, that is what Google is going to be pulling a ton of information from. So if you have multiple locations, if you have even 2 locations in the same city, you need to have specific location pages for those GBPs or for those locations, and your GBP needs to be ranked or needs to be linking to there. That is the best way to do this. For example, these guys are both in Charlotte, so they could have literally just one Charlotte page for like orthodontist in Charlotte, and have both of those GBPs going over to that location. Or if you're in a big city like Charlotte or Los Angeles or San Diego or New York, you can make neighborhood pages and link your GBPs to those neighborhoods. So it seems here like these are different neighborhoods in Charlotte. That's South Park and Arboretum. So literally what I would do is make a, it would be like web-orthodontics.com/Charlotte. It'd be Charlotte Orthodontist. And then I would link the GBPs to /Charlotte/South Park or /Charlotte/Arboretum, right? Because right now, as they have it both going to the homepage. The homepage is trying to rank for orthodontists in Charlotte, North Carolina. As you can tell, they aren't ranking for dick, so they need to change up their strategy. The next logical strategy is to make specific location pages for each GBP, and then build out the silo for each location. So you would have /South Park or /Charlotte/South Park, and then /orthodontist, /braces, /invisalign, whatever you want to rank for. But you have to make that silo so you show in a really granular fashion that all these pages are related, that you offer these services in this area of Charlotte. You can have that all linking up to your /Charlotte page, location page, if you want to show, if you want to show relevance there. And then shoot all of your links over to that Charlotte page, or shoot all the links over to your location pages. Really, it doesn't matter which one you do, as long as they're both interlinked and you have links going over there. Which brings me to my next point, to where these guys completely screwed up all of their links. So if you go here, Webb Orthodontics, 851 links, 116 referring domains. Cool, you think they're doing a good job of link building, but uh-oh, look at this. Their traffic is actually going down, and as their traffic goes down, you can see they're ramping up their links, because honestly, the SEO company does not know what they're doing and thinks just by shooting a bunch of really shitty links, they can recover their traffic, what they obviously are not. And let me show you exactly what they're doing. So for WebOrthodontics.com, look at this. They have Charlotte Magazine, cool. Whatever, that's going to the homepage, I think. Yeah, so this looks more like a directory or a citation page, but then look at this. What are they doing? Why are they linking from a complete guide to braces in Singapore page over to a blog post about ulcers from braces, right? Why are they linking from I don't even know what the fuck this is, over to a fixed overbite issues without metal braces blog post? Again, how to prevent tooth decay, Watertown dental health. How much you want to bet this is either a hacked site or a PBN? Because why would a different orthodontist be linking over to a different orthodontist? Why would somebody be linking over to what could potentially be their competition, unless they don't even know the link is there and their SEO agency is just using all their clients as one big PBN, as some major SEOs that you've seen and watched on YouTube are actually doing. And I almost guarantee you that is what is happening here. So why in God's name, if they want to rank their GBP, are they linking over to their blog posts, right? This is something a lot of people get wrong, to where they write a ton of blog posts, which is fine, great. It's not terrible, but it's not really where a lot of your effort should be going to. But then why would you spend so much time and money linking to blog posts when these are not going to be bringing you in the clients? Blog posts are being ranking on the universal index, on the global index, right? So somebody in like South Dakota could be seeing this blog post, how to prevent tooth decay with braces, because fucking great, awesome, you're ranking #1 for that keyword. But how is somebody from South Dakota going to be converting into a client if you are in Charlotte, North Carolina? They're not. So if you are shooting links over to your blog post, you're wasting your money. If your SEO agency is shooting links to your blog post, you're wasting your money, because that is not helping your GBP rank, and blog posts do not get you phone calls. So this is exactly what not to do when link building. Do not link to your blog posts. You need to be linking to your homepage, your location pages, whatever your GBP is linking to. That is what's going to give you the biggest bang for your buck with your link building budget. Not linking to your blog posts. This is some of the dumbest shit. I don't know why people do this. It pisses me off that these guys are paying for SEO. And I know they're paying for SEO because what I did is I I searched their agency's backlink profile. That's how I found this. So again, if you have an SEO agency and you don't want to get hammered by other SEOs soliciting your business, make sure that they're not using you as a backlink to the website, because then somebody like me could go to that agency, run their backlinks through Ahrefs, see who all of their clients are, and see exactly how they're fucking up, and then contact the clients and steal them away. So again, like, why are you even linking to, there's so many different blog posts here that are here, how to prevent tooth decay. I saw there was average cost of Invisalign. Cool. Okay, there are some image backlinks here. It's not bad. Google does want to see different types of backlinks going to your site, but I hope they're really not paying for this shit, especially if this is a .in domain, which is India. Ortho brace is cheap. I mean, honestly, this SEO agency is just buying the cheapest links they could find. I swear I saw some safe links in here from some hacked sites. But either way, they are completely wasting Webb Orthodontics backlink budget by buying these honestly really shitty links. Some of these I'm sure are hacked, if not their own PBN, and then also shooting links over to their blog post. One thing I did want to show you, what makes me think that they do have this SEO agency does have their own PBN. Let me even see if this is a real image or if they just copied this from somewhere else. Yeah, so I mean, one, you can see here that they've obviously, this person is a fake person. They just found this image somewhere else and stuck this on the website. This is cdhp.org, but one way that I can tell this is just a PBN that is probably not passing any sort of links usage. You go in here and look at monthly traffic is 0, but they've obviously juiced the metrics here, so either they can sell these links, or if their SEO agency didn't buy these from a provider, then they could go to their monthly meetings and say, oh, we got you a DA46 link or some other bullshit. But also, if this is the Children's Dental Health Project, and this is for Children's Dental Health Project Washington, D.C., then why is their partner Houston Axe Mag? The fuck does this have to do with, like, the fuck does this have to do with Children's Dental Health, which makes me think that they just bought a shitty link off of Fiverr or from one of those vendors on Facebook who messages you with their Excel sheet full of websites that they control with links that do absolutely fuck all for your website, right? So again, this SEO agency is completely wasting the budget for Webb Orthodontics. And honestly, it's one of the reasons why they can't rank anywhere. So one thing with this is if you are ranking pretty close, if you're ranking like say all the way out here, 4.5, even in the as soon as you get to 4, 5, 6 in the competitive areas like this, not over here where there's fucking more cattle than people. Really, what's going to help you here is links and CTR. I can tell you for a fact I'm not using any CTR here, or so I would have seen evidence of it, and they absolutely are not. If they were, they'd be ranking number 1 right on top of where they're located, and they're not. And this is something that CTR helps with. Like if you're ranking number 1, 2, 3, or if you're ranking 2, 3, 4 even, right around where you are, CTR is going to bump you up at least a spot or two. They'd be ranking number 1 all over the place here, but they're not, so they're not using CTR. On top of that, if you're ranking 6, 5, 6, 7, 4, 4, 4, links are going to help you out with it. This is where you start really hammering with niche edits, with specific diagrams on SEO Neo. This is really where you hit it. And if they would have done their link building correctly, they would have killed it for this keyword Invisalign near me, but they're not because they don't know what they're doing. And that's great for me because now my clients can go ahead and take over all the rankings here because I actually know how to do link building properly, right? So the other thing that is really hurting them too is their just complete misunderstanding and lack of understanding of schema. So Invisalign, Charlotte, North Carolina, which is what they're trying to rank for here and here. What do they have here? Video object schema. Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead and mark this up if you want this to be found in video searches. Not going to help you with your GVP rankings, but look at this. Article schema right here. So one thing about this is, let me go ahead and go to schema.org so you can actually see is if we go to, and this is something why a reason why you should never be using rank math for your SEO plugin. And if your SEO agency is using rank math, you need to dump that zero, get yourself a hero because they obviously know what they're doing. Article schema for a news article or piece of investigative report, newspapers and magazines. The fuck does this have to do with a newspaper or a magazine or investigative report? Fucking nothing, right? This is a local SEO play. This is for a local business. This is for somebody who is trying to provide Invisalign in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then you're going over here and telling Google, oh, actually, this is a magazine article about Invisalign in Charlotte, North Carolina. So then Google's like, well, what the fuck? I thought this was for a local business. I guess not. I guess I'm not going to rank them for this keyword in the area that they want to rank for. And I guess I'm going to A/B test them even more because I'm getting mixed signals from the schema here, which is one of the first things I look at on the page. So right away, once Google hits this page, it's confused. Is this a magazine article? Is this a news article? Is this for a local business? What's even going on here, right? So for all these reasons, you can see why these guys can't rank for these keywords in their area, despite all the money that they are putting in to their SEO campaigns, right? They're not showing any sort of local relevance, right? So they have two different GBPs on here, cool, but are they mentioning anything about Charlotte? I mean, I'm sure they're, Invisalign Charlotte, North Carolina, that's about it. Invisalign for teens in Charlotte was Invisalign. What is Invisalign teen in Charlotte? That is about it, but where are the actual local entities showing Google the relevance in this area? It's certainly not in the schema, right? There are some maps here, awesome, cool, but now Google just thinks they're trying to rank for the keyword Invisalign Charlotte, North Carolina because there are no other signals showing to Google that they're trying to rank there. And you can think, oh, well, what about citations? I'm sure they have a bunch. Well, really, the only citations that really matter are the citations that you get from Yext. We've proven that if you just get the Yext citations, you can rank over somebody who has 100 different directory citations you can get off of Fiverr, but no Yext citations, right? These are the important ones that you should be having. And you can see here that they aren't being shown anywhere, or they have wrong information on a bunch of these. So now Google doesn't even really, all these data aggregators, Google can't even trust the information on here. So you can see why Google doesn't trust them to be shown in the map pack, right? And you can say, oh, well, I'm sure again that they might have a ton of directory citations, but nope. So let's go here. Look at this. So this is their own website. Their own website, Invisalign provider. Cool. They got all this. And that is about it. Looks like maybe they have 11 citations on there, which really is not going to be cutting it for something as competitive as an orthodontist or somebody who provides Invisalign, stuff like that, right? So their SEO agency is really kind of falling down on their citations as well. If we go to their other links, this is another one that is obviously either a PBN or a hacked site, because look, this is another orthodontist who for some reason is linking to a different orthodontist with an exact match keyword on a keyword or on a page that they are actively trying to rank and get people to convert off of. So either this agency that they're using is turning all of their clients into one giant PBN and interlinking between all of them, or they're going in and buying hacked links, because why the fuck else would somebody who is an orthodontist link out to another orthodontist, right? You'd have to pay me a shit ton of money for me to link out to my competitors, right? And you see that with all of these different links here, right? If they don't have shitty like Russian links or Indian links, then they're just getting hacked links or PBN links. And the PBN links in and of themselves aren't bad, but there's specific ways you need to do them. You need to use them. You need to make sure that you're controlling the content on there, that you're showing local relevance, that you're showing contextual relevance for the page you're trying to link to. And that's not being shown here at all, right? Yeah, you see here, like even here, Total Dental LKN, like this is another provider. Why are they linking over here? The more and more I see this, more and more I think that their SEO agency is just taking all of their clients and creating one big PBN network without telling them. Because like I said, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be linking out to any of my competition on my own goddamn website. So I'm gonna make this video short because I gotta get going soon. But that is exactly why this company, this orthodontist, cannot rank in their general area. They're not showing any sort of geographical relevance. All the keyword or all the pages are all optimized for a specific keyword, a keyword string, orthodontist in Charlotte, rather than the implied query, which is orthodontist near me. They're not showing any sort of geographic relevance. I'm not seeing any of the important citations that they're supposed to have, right? Their GBPs are all linked to the same page, the homepage. The homepage really should be branded. There's no location pages for the GBPs. There's nothing specifically about orthodontist in Charlotte or optimized for orthodontists in Charlotte on those landing pages that those GBPs are linking to. They're linking to a branded page, which is not going to help them at all. And the links they're getting are absolute shit. They're either from hack sites or PBNs or from Russian sites or from Indian sites. None of them have any sort of relevance or any sort of reason for being other than just being sold at $5 a pop to SEO agencies who really don't know any better. And that's not even to begin with where their schema is just giving mixed signals to Google and doing everything wrong that you possibly could. And they are just wasting their client's budget. And I'm sure that if their client actually, if Webb and Goldsmith Orthodontics actually had some sort of competent SEO, they would be killing it in this area. So if you don't want this to happen to you, if you want SEO that actually works and is not going to just pump you full of stupid fucking links that are DA46 but getting zero traffic because they're obvious PBNs, and give us a call, ghls.io, contact us. Leave a comment down below if you want to. I don't give a shit. But if you don't want your budget wasted anymore, contact us. We have a free until you rank SEO program to where we won't charge you until we get you ranking in the map pack for your keyword in your general area. If you're interested in that, contact us, ghls.io. Again, my name is Kyle Sabra, and I will talk to you later.